Ooh, let's start. So tonight we are going to build this KBD8X for a client. Let's do the unbox first. So this is the PCB, and we can see this is designed by the AIO3, a popular designer that designed Polaris, Vega, Andromeda, and other series of great keyboards. So you can see we have like some flex cuts on the keyboard. It definitely keeps this keyboard more flexible to type. Yeah, I will definitely test the PCB first. And we have the case form go below. So we can see the case form has the cut for all the underglow. Yeah, I believe this is the direction. So you can see for any PC case or ink black PC case, we have all the cuts, and also we have the reset button, and also okay, we have the switch here. Probably that's for reset. And we also get the FR-4 plate, and this time the FR-4 plate has all the edge graving, so it looks pretty cool. Finally, this is the keyboard we are building today. It's the ink black A-stock KBD8X. So it's pretty heavy. So definitely heavier than my KFE. We have a pretty large brass weight, and also this comes with the brass plate, although we are not going to use that. So let's type on what the keyboard we are building today. And so we are going to put this case somewhere. Yeah, before that we probably want to just put all the bump on there. So these are all the tools and the parts for the KBD8X. Yeah, I think this is fine. The black fits on the ink black case. Sometimes if I get the transparent case or the white case, I probably will give client the transparent fit. I have a lot of extras. Yeah, if you want to know where to find those ones, just DM me so I can send you the link. I think the early time there's some person who emailed me about that. I definitely just gave the link. That's pretty cool that you want to have a translucent fit on a PC or acrylic case. Much better than the black one on it. So for this one, it's fine. Yeah, let's make it a little bit brighter. Maybe let's change the other. Okay, look at what other tools we have. So I believe these screws are for the stabilizers. We don't need those. And all these screws probably for both the case and potentially for the plate. Yeah, we will see what the plate screws will be. I think building keyboard, you always want to have a desk mat so you don't really scratch your keyboard itself. So let's test the PCB. Oh, it's so bright. Probably you won't see it, but it's so bright on my side. Who is the only person watching the stream now? Where's my tweezer? Okay, so let's bring up the VIA software that we are going to use for testing. So this is the tankless version. We don't have the F13 key. We have the regular F12 and also on the right side modifier. Wait, did I test anything? Oh, I should change it to the other PCB. My bad. No wonder. Yeah, before that, let's change the bottom layout to the winkless version because we definitely have it for this keyboard. So it will look pretty similar to my KFE, which also is the winkless version. Yeah, I can already feel the PCB is pretty flex. And finally, I'm now building a keyboard with Mumax sockets. I think I built keyboard with Mumax sockets for the past week, and to be honest, it's a little bit too much to work on. Oh, by the way, I have to ask my client whether they want split backspace or step caps lock or regular. It should be a decision that I can get it before solder. Okay, did I miss some switch? Cool, so at least it's all working fine. Yeah, let's put this case aside. We don't really need it now. bring out our stabilizers to use today. So because we are using all the Alpaca switches, we are going to use all the matching stabilizers as well. So we have the Alpaca stabilizers coming from Prime KB. So let's take a closer look. Yeah, you can see it matches the Alpaca switch very well. And we also get the 7U kit because we are building the Winky Leaf version. Yeah, I also like how Durock stabilizers have the metal screw in so that you don't need to thread the plastic. And as usual, we are using Krytox 205G0. I probably should buy some more Krytox 205G0 soon. I'm like making builds really frequently recently. Yeah, use a lot of Krytox 205G0. Okay. Before going too far, let me definitely ask my client. I'll check the history whether I already asked them before. Look how pink and how cute it is. Okay, so let's get our Discord DND. Yeah, let's wait for clients coming back and tell me which caps lock I will try to do. But I can always just build the regular one, and if they like the stepped one, I can desolder and solder again, so not end of the world. Yeah, let's try some new technique today, just like get it really close. Okay, I don't know where I'm shooting. Okay, this is good. Cool, so client said they want regular. So let's just build a regular caps lock. Yeah, I figured a lot of people who will not use caps lock, they will probably just use as control key like me, or even command, or Windows key. So it may not make sense to use caps lock steps. I feel like Durock V2 stabilizers are pretty smooth. I don't really need to loop too much. going to use Super Lube for the while. Yeah, it's fine to get a little bit more lube, but just to make sure it's not super sticky. So you can see the Durock V2 stabilizers. It can prevent the wire popping out. Yeah, so it kind of like have the protection on the angle of how to put the wire inside. Yeah, you don't want to have too much lube. Yeah, it will probably become sluggish if you have too much lube. Yeah, let me see if I can show both the close-up and also the regular. Okay, I think I will probably figure out in separate time. Don't want to waste too much time on streaming. I'm really curious about how this keyboard compared to the KFE, because they are both TKL top mount, and the price were like a $200 difference. It's almost worth another keyboard. So we will see how they compare. So if you wonder whether I'm building keyboard for other people, this is the service that I provide. Okay, so let's open up the washer and the screws. So the washer is to prevent the key PCB from shorting. Yeah, I really like how the Durock V2 stabilizers start including the washer. So technically, if you use C3 and Durock V2, you'll never need to buy washers again. That's what I will probably start sticking with. Here you can see why KBD fans include extra screws for stabilizers, because they know it's really easy to miss screws. Hi, thanks for the follow, H Wing Yen. Wing Yen. How are you tonight? Yeah, I'm good. I just finished up lubing some switches this afternoon and finally have time to build this keyboard. Yeah, I think I got this keyboard this early this week, and I just don't have time to build that. And I scheduled this build for my client for a really long time. Yeah, I think I ordered this keyboard before the Chinese New Year. And because of the Chinese New Year shutdown, KBD fans like shipped this order 1 month later. Not really 1 month later, but like shipped 1 week after the Chinese New Year. And it's stuck in the transit state for more than 2 weeks. So I end up waiting for almost a month to get that. Okay, so this time we need the enter. Wait a second. Did we have problem on putting stabilizers together? Let's see, we have the space, backspace. We have the shift. Yeah, we definitely have this enter. But interestingly, I feel like it's hard to put these two together. Yeah, maybe I should put the enter first. Yeah, I think it makes me a little bit nervous when I encounter something like this one. But yeah, I think we will figure it out. Worst case, we just use different stabilizers. Not sure if that will solve the issue. It's the design of the PCB itself. But yeah, let's see, without screwing, can we put two stabilizers together? If not, we need to look for solutions. Yeah, sometimes the order matters. It could be a little bit tight. Yes. So in this case, yeah, let me show what do I mean. Yeah, so you can see we have the stabilizers of enter key, and we also stabilizers of the shift key. So if you put the shift key first, it's hard to put in the enter one because the larger side have to, like, you know, shift it to put it in. So if you put the enter one first, then you put the shift later, you should be able to do. So that's the order. Yeah, I usually not really doing right shift stabilizers because I built 65%, 75% more than the tank list, so I don't really get this problem before. So I think from this one I kind of learned that. So what keyboard are you guys using right now? Yeah, I think I just started using the TKL custom keyboard. Previously I only used smaller version, so I still cannot adapt to the escape key position. Thanks for the follow, Dova. Okay, I'm so bad at pronounce the username. Sometimes username doesn't make full pronunciation, so forgive me about that. But yeah, I'm just building this KBD. Wow, I pronounced correctly. Thank you. So this keyboard, if we see on the right side, it's the KBD8X ink black version. And we are building the wingless version, so it has the 7U spacebar. And my personal favorite is definitely 7U spacebar because it just looks more symmetric. Like, do you like 6.25U or do you like 7U? Or you do not know what spacebar are you using? Yeah, so we are using the Alpaca colorway Durock stabilizers. So if you look at, okay, let's just do a comparison because we are going to test the stabilizers anyway. Yeah, so this is the Alpaca switches and Alpaca same Durock V2 stabilizers. Yeah, to be honest, the V2 of Alpaca, the latest one, has not matte finish. It's the smooth finish, so it's not perfectly matched, but I think it's fine. Yeah, at least from the side. Okay, it's hard to show. Yeah, the side of the stabilizers is not matte finish either. Okay, let's finish the last one on the left shift. Yeah, you always use 60-65%. Oh really? The Razer use 7U or they use 6U? But actually even for 60% or even 65%, you can have the 7U option. If you can solder yourself or if the hot swap version comes with it. Like the Vega I got previously, the hot swap version has the 7U. Yeah, I think 6.25U were very regular, like you can easily find spacebar and even find some artisan spacebar, but for 7U it's more like a custom keyboard word. And like for this one, the WKL version, the wingless version, we definitely have the 7U spacebar. Sorry, I touched my camera. Okay. So as usual, I will always try to just add a little bit more loop because I know I always under loop. Yeah, I think it's a good habit to under loop first, then you can always add more loop later on. So if you look at the right side camera, that's my guinea pig, and apparently she's staying at home like everybody else. Not everybody, but at least me. Stay at home every day. Yeah, I think building keyboard, the hardest part is making the stabilizers working well. And at least the screw-in stabilizers can be easily tuned. And if you have the plate mount, it's always rattle. So that's the criteria I call it at least entry-level custom keyboard. So if you have a plate mount stabilizers keyboard, I would say it's not that custom. Okay, let's test certain keys together. Yeah, I think NK65 is definitely a great entry level, but the only thing is the stabilizers. So you know they are selling the NK87 for TKL version. It has 7U bar, spacebar, and they come with the plate mount stabilizers, but they can also support PCB mount. So that's something you probably can have a try. Okay, let's test the stabilizers for a bit. Looking forward to getting the Iki Aurora. Yes, I also entered that GB. I actually tried to get the Mizu version for the first 2 minutes, and luckily I get that. Okay, let's see if this bar is, yeah, this is a banana space bar. How about the other one? Okay, not that bad. So for Iki, I think the hot swap version is quite interesting. Like it can support multiple layouts even on the hot swap version. Yeah, let's just use all the keys that's here because it doesn't really matter which keys are you using to test the switch stabilizers, as long as they are compatible to test. Devoted colorway. Yeah, I'm actually not a huge fan of the colorway itself. Yeah, so I didn't really get that version, and I think the limit is reasonable because they want to definitely ship it before their promised time. And Mizu, I think they limit is that like 1000 global, and they sell out immediately. Okay, I think it sounds good. I'm super confident on the stabilizers of this one because it's the Durock V2, so it's hard to get wide pop. So I think my biggest concern on a client build is always that if the wide pop and I don't have that board in my hands, I don't know how to fix it easily because it's on client hand. But if I'm using my own Durock V1 and it still has the problem, I'm fine, I can definitely fix it or even just desolder that. Okay, let's take back the keys we need. So yeah, E-key is definitely a great buy for entry-level hot swap gasket mount keyboard. So I doubt it's a bad board after all, because I see a lot of reviews on that already. Most of them sound pretty good. So we are using this FR-4 plate I get from a friend who were kind of selling all kinds of FR-4 plate, and he lives in Canada. So if you want to get similar plate, definitely I will kind of link the link below in the description after I make this a VOD in my YouTube channel. Yeah, so let's just send the YouTube channel if you are interested. Okay, so let's just adding switches for now. Okay, so my camera died. Yeah, because I forgot to the evergreen battery. Okay, should be back. Let me check my camera settings. Yeah, it could be optimized for shooting videos or what. Okay, yeah, maybe just do a little bit more. Okay, sounds good. So any other board that you were interested to get? Yeah, I don't know which keyboard I probably want to get next. So you're really happy with KBD67? Yeah, I think that's a good quality board that you don't really need to look for next one if you are not happy, if you are happy with it. So I figured for the KBD boards, anything AI03 designs were a nice board. So KBD67 Mark II and this KBD8X Mark II were both designed by AI03. So they have solid quality. So the only thing about KBD67 Mark II is that when AI03 designed the keyboard, he mentioned he didn't pay too much attention on the acoustic. So it's mostly on the typing feeling and also in general I think it just looks really great. And I have AIO3 boards like Vega and Polarized. I really like the looking of it. So it's probably similar to this KBD8X. And sometimes it's really interesting topic that if you already have a good keyboard, whether you should get next one or when should you get next one. And I think my latest collection addition is this KFE board. I really enjoy that, and I don't see I need another TKL. So now I'm just building keyboard for my clients that I probably will see how good a keyboard will be and maybe make my decision change. But until then, I don't really have complaint about my keyboard collection. Because you only have one hand or two hands, you probably don't need to have too many keyboards anyway. Okay, I probably need to give Oreo some food refill. Let me wash my hands and I will be right back. At this point, it's more of an issue where I keep finding GMK sets I like and I need have a new board. Well, you can always put different GMK sets on the same board if that's the solution, but you're right, sometimes you need different boards to put GMK keycaps. So I actually try to get all the extras so far. I mean, not all, but most of the extras I am interested, and I already have 10 or 11. Actually, I got GMK bleach today. I want to see how white they are because I heard they are super cold white. They even make the E-white keyboard kind of warm color. So I'd like to see how that really looks. And at the end of the day, I don't know how much I will keep, but for now, I definitely will keep the GMK Oblivion Light and this GMK Tarot, and the other sets I really like, GMK DMG, because it's good for a lot of keyboards, black, white, gray, purple. it's definitely good for your bank account, because if you really miss that, there's thousands of black and white keycap sets. So if you are okay with PBT, Canon Keys has one from Keycaps, and I bet this is a good value because it's probably $65 for the whole keycap sets. But it's GMK, no, it's not GMK, it's PBT, so possibly the spacebar will warp. And at this point, I would say I'm tired of dealing with all the PBT keycaps warp, especially the spacebar. Yeah, a lot of times when I build the client keyboard, I'm testing with my GMK sets. The spacebar sounds really nice, but once I swap with the PBT sets that GMK, the client sent me, it stuck rattling. Because it's warped, it's not straight, so no matter how you fix your spacebar stabilizers, it will still rub. Yeah, that's the big problem. I mean, if you want to find it fix, you can still just do the hot water or the hair dryer, but still, you probably not end up with a good spacebar. And I'm not sure whether this keycap set has a warp one or not. But the worst case happened to me is the kitty cat keycaps I got from Canon Keys. I mean, it's not their fault, but the kitty cat 7U spacebar just don't work at all. Once you use that on your keyboard, it either doesn't return at all, or it's just sluggish, like you have 1 pound of lube on your stabilizers. Yeah, that's why I kind of just keep using GMK sets. Actually, I heard CRP sets were much better on the quality control, although it's not that cheap. But if you can have PBT, nice quality from CRP, why not spend that much money on that? Yeah, that's why I entered the CRP FR-4. Yeah, spacebar so warped that it cannot connect. Okay, it's probably shrinked. Are you sure that's not 6.25U? Yeah, technically the PBT 7U spacebar, maybe it's actually 6.9 spacebar. That's why it cannot really work. Okay, from now on I will call PBT spacebar 6.15U. And 6.9U. Okay, yeah. I feel like GMK definitely solved that problem. Until recently, people realized there are some warped spacebar, but functionally it's not bad. Yeah, people just notice, yeah, if you press on the one side, when you put on the table, the other side will lift. But that's never the true use case. If you put on the keyboard, it works, then it works. You shouldn't worry about having it lift on the other side, because that's just not the right usage of a GMK keycap set. Okay, let's check out to see if there's anything that not. Yeah, sometimes you have bent pin, and if you realize after you do solder, then you need to desolder that switch. I don't want to spend that much time because I have to go to my garage to find my desolder gun. So I'd rather just spend time to eyeball all the switch pin to see if they are aligned and just pop out. Yeah, also take time to look at the bottom of the PCB, how nice it looks. Yeah, ePBD has the consistent failing issue. Okay, let me start solder this one. Time to turn my workstation into solder station. Yeah, not only ePBT, I bet the cat spacebar also has the issue. And I think one specific issue is about the reverse die set. Because when you do reverse die set, like all the 5 sides will be kind of heated up, so it will be really easy to shrink. Okay, so let's start doing our solder job. Yeah, when soldering, you want to make sure that edge will sit flat first. Okay, it's about 1 hour 10 minutes mark, so I think I probably can finish this before 2 hours. Yeah, that's my usual time of building a keyboard nowadays. Yeah, sometimes if you try to do the corner first and try to push the switch in, you will hear the click sound. So the click means it's fully seated on the PCB. So that's the sound you try to find out, but sometimes you don't really hear it. That's fine, because maybe the switch is already fully seated. So what the other GMK keycap set are you interested? Like mostly on GB or just extras? So most of the keycap sets you were looking were just in the past. I think either you look for RMM as you said, you can also try to see if they were doing extras soon. So I think keep track of extras were kind of hard, because you never know when they were going to release and where it's released. GMK Reforged, yeah, that's a really cool set. It reminds me of GMK Copper. Yeah, I think my interest will be mostly like the R2's keycap sets that I missed before. I mean, missed by I'm not in the hobby when they are released. So the next one is Metropolis. Yeah, I really like the feeling of the set. Yeah, especially the kitting, that I can potentially just use the midnight version and also the icon mods to form different color theme. I don't really need the original one, because I feel like the icons mods were the spirit of the Keycaps. And something new I have in my mind is which one? Oh, the lavender. Yeah, I think I like the purple color sets a lot. Yeah, I have this tarot, I have the DMG, I have I don't know if bingsu counts as purple, or what color should we say about bingsu. But yeah, that kind of keycap sets were kind of my favorites. So the job has the latest one, but it's from Mito. I actually don't have a lot of trust nowadays for the job exclusive keycap set. Just how they handle the stuff. Yeah, if you order from Amazon, you have another level of protection. That's good, because if you have problem on the job, and if you buy from themselves, they will only just offer discount for your next purchase. It's pretty lame. Ship faster. I think the Holy Panda on Amazon were definitely a better choice than buying from shop directly. But sometimes you don't really have all the options like what job provides. So I think I got the GMK Godspeed from job directly, because I don't find the alternative on Amazon. And I think if you can get the GMK white on black from Amazon, just get from there. Thanks for the follow, Ash Ukani. How are you doing tonight? Or today? I don't know whether it's your daytime or nighttime. Yeah, seems like the audience sometimes come from other countries. Yeah, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, hi. So I'm currently soldering this keyboard, and if you type on the build command, you will get oh, you have a custom keyboard business. So what kind of business you have? Like, how do you define a custom keyboard business? Yeah, I mean, interesting to know like what business you are doing. Are you the one from YouTube? I think early time I replied a person on YouTube. He had a comment about how to kickstart, because I think that's a really good topic, like how can you kickstart, gain trust. You build custom keyboard with whatever switch and color the customer wants. Okay, how do you get the custom? That's my first question. Like, do you just have the store set up that they will come? So you only build KBD fans keyboards, or do you just like, okay, hey, whoever bought keyboard from KBD fans, come, we can build that for you? Or do you just go KBD Discord, and whenever there's people who don't know how to solder, you just try to give advice? Yeah, I wonder like how do you get those customers? It's pretty interesting. Hi, Cola mating season. Nice to see you again. So currently I'm soldering this KBD8X. Okay, if I can check out your website, cool, I will check it. Yeah, I think you can post a link here. I don't have any policy around whether you can post link or not, so just post it. I can take a look. Ash keys. Okay, at least you have a website. I don't have one. So you have much better stats than me. Okay, Ashkeep custom keyboards. So you have I also love making keyboards. I think like from gaming, this is pretty good start. To have different level of the keyboard, you have different options. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So basically ask the client to choose the options, and you can choose different switches. Okay, sounds good. I think the switches were not very clear on how and why they should be chosen. So that's one thing I would definitely recommend, because when you have the whole page, like I don't know how people will contact you. Okay, you have Discord. Yes, that's good start. Okay, policies sounds good. Switches, so you can just do loop switch. That's also nice. Sometimes people want to have loop switch. They don't really need the keyboard build. Like for me, I sometimes don't only do that. Okay, so you have the keycaps. Yeah, you have pretty good content here. So you're also selling creator builds. Okay. Okay, I think I got pretty good basic understanding of what you are doing now. Yeah, I just wonder like what the purpose of basically like your business for now. Is that just like getting just like the business so that you can get profit? Because for that it definitely requires some investment around how to spread the business, and maybe advertising, marketing, or getting some social media is very important. Like if you can post your keyboard time to time with the customer review on your social media and try to like share it out, that could be some good starting point. Because nowadays people are looking at things everywhere. And another thing is like where to find your customer. So it could be very good content to post on, you know, gaming Discord servers if they are allowed. And I don't think most of the keyboard servers allow you to post that. So Reddit is another thing. Like you can do Reddit Mac Market post with some giveaway. So maybe you can say like, come here, we have a service, and if you upvote, actually you cannot say that, you can just have a giveaway. People could just upvote because you cannot ask them to upvote if you are giving away things. That's the rule of the giveaway for Mac Market subreddit. So yeah, definitely try to see if you can maybe give away some switches. Like you have just extra switches that you don't really need for your client recently, or it's just like cheap enough. Maybe 70 gate run red or gate run yellow. Yeah, because gate run yellow were fantastic entry-level switch. So if you say, I have a build service, I can provide you custom keyboards, and if you comment below on what keyboard you want to build from our list, like you can gather information from them, and also you can kind of attract people who are in your target audience, because people who want gate run yellow were definitely the people you try to serve. So yeah, I think if you really want to specific target, Mac Market post with giveaway is definitely a good start. And getting some user review. I don't know if you can enable the user review on your store. That's another thing to just keep building the trust for the community. Yeah, nowadays even like selling keyboards or selling keycaps, you will see tons of giveaway. And the reason is not they try to just give away things, but it's because only giveaway posts will get tons of upvotes to get enough public views. So it's more like paid advertise. But yeah, that's the investment you have to pay if you have that business in mind. And for me, I'm fine because I just want to build interesting keyboards. When clients contact me, I probably will refuse the request if that's not interesting enough for me. So I probably try to find clients that I want to work with, which I already have enough. And I'm trying to not scale the system business, but try to just get enough that I feel like I enjoy building. For example, this one, I really want to see how that's different from my KFE CE. Yeah, sorry for the fan noise. It's just like I haven't spent time to do any noise gating or noise filtering. So the best thing I can do is reduce the time of soldering so I can get back to the normal one without any fan noise. So that's my best way of doing it. Yeah, anyway, like long time soldering session is not good for health. So I'd rather just spend quick time to solder, which people don't really look at anyway. I know this is the boring part, but sometimes this is the most unreplaceable part, because a lot of people don't have the solder station or the space for solder. So we have the regular caps lock. Okay, how do you feel about my suggestions so far? I don't know if I give you the good suggestion or not good suggestion, because that could be just me. And also show the work you have. That's important. Like not just the stock photos, like the solder photo, because you want to show how well you did the job previously, not just the potential ones, because they don't know how much you already sold. They don't know whether you can do a good job on soldering either. Oh, also remember, on Mac Market subreddit, you have to have at least 20 confirmed trades before you post things. So you have to be in the community for a while to accumulate the reputation, because they don't want you to be a random guy who try to build things for other people. Yeah, it could be scary. But yeah, take your time to build the foundation. I was thinking that maybe I should also build a website, so it will be look more legit. But yeah, I think just staying in Discord so far works fine for me. I'm not trying to sell, just gaming keyboard. Cola mating season, are you still here? I wonder what time zone are you in that you check out my stream time to time, and I never know when you are at or where you are at. Central, okay. So it's pretty much not too late for you. Yeah, sometimes I'm so lazy that I try to stream at 7 PST here, but I'm just like lazy that I was just replying or looking on others' websites, and then when I realize I want to take a build, it's already past 9, so it's probably too late for the Eastern people. But anyway, some people don't really sleep that early, so I just go ahead and stream and see whoever in my time zone or in other time zone that can sit up late want to watch some content. Okay, looks like I get everything. So let's just see if there's any unevenness. Cool, let's test the PCB. Yeah, if you're in Central, basically every time the Prime KB announcement just announce the time that you are in. Actually, also the Omni types, the old Dixie Mac. Because every time I have to translate, now, okay, that's 2-hour difference. Cool, so that's pretty much done. Let me disassemble my solder station. So looks like I spent around 25 minutes on solder. I'm not sure if it's long. Okay, definitely don't want to. Okay, camera. What happened to you, camera? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the camera setting still works. Okay, hash keys. Did you take out my idea already? Start making the post? Yeah, let me wash my hand, be right back. See if you can see Oreo getting out. Yeah, it could be Oreo were just so full tonight that she didn't want anything to eat. Okay, so it's the final time. Let's assemble the keyboard. So we have this dyed PC case. I really like that. It's just because it looks so sexy, and I wonder whether we should stay the brass plate or not in the future, because I feel like the brass plate looking much better. Okay, it's so heavy. So the mounting style is very close to the other keyboard I own, which is the Meridian. Both were designed by AI03. Okay, I don't know where this ash keys went, but if you just take my advice and go, I'm fine. I probably won't give you more next time. Because I think I deserve a thanks, basically. So this is the bottom part. Okay, I know why it's so heavy. I think it's really the brass weight. Wow, I cannot imagine the brass weight is so heavy. I cannot imagine, but now I know. So this is the brass plate, which we will not use tonight because we already used the FR-4 plate. I don't know how I use the Phillips to unscrew some screws. They are not Phillips, they are hex. Okay, at least they are not that bad to take it out. Okay, let's just get all the screws out from this breastplate and put the breastplate aside. I think this is heavy breastplate, but that's not the one we want for the sound. Good that I remember getting the foam back. So it's time for us to, okay, the case is super light because this is just, this is just the PC case top, so it's pretty light. Yeah, and if this screw can be longer as well as have more clearance, maybe we can use burger mount, but probably not in this case. And also sometimes you don't really need burger mount. If the keyboard designed well, the normal top mount is pretty good on the typing as well as the sound. Let's take a look from the top. Yeah, it's actually pretty sexy. Yeah, if you look at how this checked out. Okay, I think I will send this video to my friend who sent me this plate because it looks awesome. So I believe like whenever you have the FR-4 plate, if you can make this looks beautiful as this one, it's definitely better than directly cut it. So potentially for FR-4 plate, you want this kind of pattern. Yeah, I think the only recommendation I can give is if you can have the Winkley's version of the plate, it will look much better because of the corner block here. Yeah, it looks not super perfect match, but still this looks really well. So let's check it out again. Yeah. So we can look through the case and see the pattern on the PCB, on the plate. Okay, time to get the form here and make sure we don't block any underglow. And then drop in the bottom case, which is the heaviest part. Okay. And then screw the case back in. almost there. Run out of battery at this moment, so I have to do it using my hand. Okay, don't over tighten because it is PC. Although it has the threading, the metal threading, but you don't want to over tighten either. Okay, I will send picture to the client later, but what keycaps are we putting on? Yeah, I want to put on the Oblivion. Yeah, be right back. I will bring the Oblivion here. Oh, you are watching? Nice. Yeah, I think this is really sexy board. Yeah, I think the choice of going this FR-4 plate with my friend is definitely a right decision, because if we're going to the regular FR-4 plate, you don't have the design pattern here, and you don't have all the edge color like this one, so it's definitely on the great looking side. Wait a second, let me send. Okay, let me just use the keycaps, keyboard to type something. Okay, probably it's hard. Okay, sorry, I hit my camera again. Yeah, so let's check it out before we go. Yeah, we definitely have the RGB on the glow. So probably we want to turn off the light for the room and see how that looks. Okay, it's not really obvious because it's the black ink PC. So the reason I go to Oblivion because I will definitely get the inkjet PBT on this keyboard later. But for now, I just want to see here how that sounds from the GMK Keycaps, because that's the one I really like and feel it's the standard of the sound. So I will definitely record another typing sound later with the GMK 9009. Yeah, I think using GMK keycaps, you can better assess whether the keycaps, whether the keys will sit flat, because sometimes the inkjet PBT keycaps were warped on some keys, so you never know whether it's the problem of the keycaps or because of the solder job. So that's something I feel like it's important to know. Yeah, also this FR-4 plate, we have the flex cut, so that whenever you type on the alpha area, it's definitely flexible, much flexible than the brass plate. Okay, I'm still glad I go with this FR-4 plate because this pattern just looks better. Okay, so for that G9009, I will still send to you, and I think it's up to you to see like how you like it or not. I mean, I will have a typing video so you can see how that looks like on this one, because 9009 is just so classic. You will never go wrong with that keycap set, but I don't know if it will fit this one better than other keycap sets or not. But anyway, that's definitely a good keycaps to own, because I own one and I really enjoy having that. Yeah, although later I just sold because I have so many keycap sets. I also enter the FR-4, so it's basically the same colorway. The only difference is the accent keys. Okay, let me see it closer up whether it's focused correctly or not. Yeah. Not this bottom row. Okay, let's check out. print, lock, pause. Okay, I need other keyboard to check. So it should be insert, home, page up. Okay. And the next row is delete and page down. And we need 2 more. Okay, we get this fully set up. Yeah, let me close the window to reduce some noise. So let's take a look on the final product. So yeah, you can definitely see the shine on the keycaps, but don't bother with that. Okay, let me focus. Yeah, you can see through the FR-4 plate. So it's actually really nice shining reflection from the keyboard, from the FR-4 plate. And the side profile. So the side profile is very classic AI03 design. And the bottom looking. So we have the huge brass weight. It makes this keyboard weight a lot. And we have the underglow. Okay, yeah, I cannot even use one hand to hand it easily. Let's try to do some typing test. Okay, so let's get the camera, okay, not camera, but the microphone ready. Yeah, so let's take a typing sound. Focus. Yeah, let me check whether the focus is right. Cool. Cool, so we got this KBD8X built with Alpaca on FR-4 plate and the GMK Oblivion keycap set on that. So let's see how the typing sound. Okay, let me change. Yeah, let me change the key settings. Cool. And here are all the mods sound. And arrow key. And yeah, and let's see how flex this can be. Yeah, you can definitely see, like, if you press down these two upper rows, it definitely sink below. So I think it has provided very good flex, and overall the sound is definitely like lower pitch than if you have a metal keyboard. So it's on the sulky side, low pitch. Cool, let's see how the spacebar can be tuned a little bit better. Yeah, let's see if we can add a little bit more loop so that it sounds not that popping. Any thoughts on this one so far? Like anything that you don't like or anything you really like about this keyboard? Before I fix the spacebar, not fix, but just better tune. Yeah, I think that's about the feedback I also get from the typing session. Otherwise, I think overall it looks and sounds awesome. I'm just like trying to compare that from my KFE with this one. I don't really know why KFE is $200 more than this guy. I feel like this is definitely a great sounding keyboard in general. And also because this is a ABS 7U spacebar, so it could just sound a little bit louder no matter what I do. So sometimes you probably have to get the spacebar form. Yeah, because it's just like a little bit too long. Yeah. But anyway, I don't think it's on the over loop side, so I can still add a little bit more loop. Yeah, anyway, I will probably type it for 1 or 2 days so I can know how that really sounds before I send out. Yeah, I don't want to rush sending the keyboard, then you find out the issue on that. So it's better I discover that before I send, so we can save any future round trip to fix it. So probably send it through on Monday. You really want to use 10G? So it depends on whether you want the sound of the 10G or you just want the look of the 10G, because you probably won't see the 10G from any angle here. And if you were looking for the sound, I think 10G is usually just in the higher pitch side. And I feel like for higher pitch, if you look for that, maybe looking for aluminum plate with aluminum case. So definitely find another one. Yeah, I think Alpaca definitely sounds really well on FR-4 plate and also the PC case. Yeah, so we can hear definitely the different sounds on different row. So let's take another. Either typing sound or just check out how the spacebar sounds itself. So this is all the mod sounds, or all the mods with the stabilizer sound. And let's do another typing test. Actually, let me get the wrist rest. So I got this wrist rest for my KFE. It's actually a PC wrist rest, so it looks very cool on this board as well. Yeah, I definitely see the spacebar can be more muted if you add some spacebar foam, but that's usually the problem on a 7U spacebar anyway. Like if you don't have, actually if I show you what the reason, it just has a lot of like space under the spacebar. We have some flex cuts so it can get better typing experience, and also we have different cutting for 6 to 5U spacebar, so that's like not super enclosed. So if we have a plate that you can support 7U only, it will be better. Actually, even the original one doesn't only support 7U, it supports universal. And I don't think there's any like plate file that can only support 7U, so it's definitely on the louder side. Yeah, I think adding spacebar form is the next one to try. And let's try to compare this one with our KFE CE, because that's another board with FR-4 plates and Alpaca switches. So I wonder how they sound differently or type differently. Yeah, let me grab the other keyboards. Yeah, it's actually much lighter because the KFE were using the aluminum weight, so it's not like the KBD8X using brass weight, which takes half of the weight. So let's just put it on the top. Yeah, so here's the KFE sound. So you can definitely hear like it's a little bit higher pitch because of the aluminum case, and the spacebar also sounds loud. And compared to the KBD8X on PC case, yeah, to be honest, I think the PC case definitely had much deeper sound. Yeah, a lot different. So the plate on KFE is also FR-4 plate, so exactly same except the case and also the building. So if you look at the underneath, they're just FR-4 plate without edge silver surrounding, so it looks very normal. Why the KBD8X the plate we got looks much premium, I would say. Okay, you can definitely see the underglow if you have a floating keyboard. So maybe next step, getting it float. Yeah, I actually surprised about how different sounds the case material will generate. I really want to get this comparison. That's why I built my KFE with the FR-4 plate and also the Alpaca switches days before, so I can kind of compare these two. So I know, okay, for different sounds, what should I choose next? Right now it's like, okay, FR-4 Alpaca switches on both keyboard, and it sounds very different, especially for top mount, because of how top mount will kind of passing your sounds through the case. So on this one, you can kind of hear the aluminum case vibrating. And this one, it's just like deeper. Like without too much vibrating on the, I mean, it's actually PC case. So a little bit plastic sound, but I really like that. Yeah, I kind of regret a little bit to get the E-wide version of KFE. Maybe I should get the PC version so I can get similar deeper sounds as this KBD8X. But anyway, I also get another E-wide KBD8X. So next time if I have FR-4 plates, I can still build some similar configuration as this KFE. I will definitely tell with the same case material, same plate materials, same switches, how two different keyboard sounds differently. But now I cannot really tell because one is PC case, one is Alu case. So there are a lot of difference based on my testing. Yeah, that's pretty much everything tonight. And I will probably just keep using this keyboard for the next 1 day or two and see if we can do anything better. But so far I'm really glad how this build turned out, and to be honest, I kind of like how that sounds in general. So cool. Anyway, I will head out and try to record some typing test with this keyboard, and also use the Enjoy PPT909 on that, see how that looks and sounds. I will get back to you. Good night, everyone.